This month's cover feature certainly won't be like one you've ever read before. Being our 400th issue celebration, we went in search of a story befitting the occasion, something that would leave a message that resonated beyond the norm. We wanted inspiration, enthusiasm, passion, humility, and community. Where we eventually found ourselves was standing in front of a magnificent gold bulldog, a centenary MACK Superliner no less. A truck that not only speaks to its owner's passion for his industry and admiration for its people, but at an intensely personal level, resolution with maybe an element of catharsis also. And as big as the centenary Superliner is, in terms of symbolising his journey, it's barely adequate. New Zealand got 3 of MACK's 100-year celebration trucks. One Trident went to that South Island bastion of all things bulldog, road medals. And 2 Superliners, one to Pro Trans Earth Moving in Christchurch, and the golden truck we're featuring here this month. The initial impact when you pull into the yard is the sheer size of the big gold Superliner parked in front of the office. Those familiar with the Outback will instantly think someone's overshot the Cloncurry sale yards or made a bum turn on the Sandover. I love the Australian Outback thing and rural trucking in general. Whether here or over there, said Skip Golden of Golden Contracting. I saw the news item in the magazine when they launched these and I thought, that's me, right there. The truck is absolutely dripping with 100-year celebration editions both inside and out. The entire cab and sleeper interior is decked out in MACK's burgundy ultra leather with a grouse illuminating commemorative logo in the sleeper's back wall. Both occupants get 100-year Isri big boy air ride seats, the dash is wood grain with full gauge pack, there's commemorative infotainment system, telemetrics, techie HVAC, fridge, TV and storage for Africa. Outside and the big visual impact comes courtesy of the 58-inch high-rise sleeper, the commemorative bonnet with the one-off side plates, a custom square-cut grille with grab handles either side of Old Mate Bully, and a special King Bars Frupps bullbar made especially for the occasion. There's also a logoed stone guard, stainless steel sun visor, extended air intake snorkels, 100-year exhaust shields, stainless steel monogrammed undercab trim, polished alloy tanks and guards. It all just looks superb. When it came to the paint, the base colours came ex-factory, and then Skip delivered the MACK to his mate and truck signage supremo, Cliff Mannington of Truck Signs in Mount Maunganui. Cliff hand-brushed the scrollwork and pinstriping on the truck, and the clean, classy result of his work belies what's actually there. A cool modern twist on those classic Superliner stripes from a generation ago. In every way, it's a truck that draws you in, and the closer you get, the more you're rewarded by Cliff's talents. What he did was out of this world. He's an artist with immense passion, in every sense of the word, said Skip. Mechanically, it's nothing really out of the ordinary. Obviously, the 100-year centenary Bulldogs are all gold dog trucks, meaning MACK proprietary components from front to rear. The MP10 engine is rated at 511 kilowatts, 685 horsepower, and develops 3,120 newton meters, 2,300 pound-foot of torque. This is then mated up to the 12-speed M-Drive AMT transmission, out to 2370B axles on MACK air ride suspension. What gives the Aussie gigs their real point of difference is all the necessities required to survive in the red centre. 1,550 litres of fuel, 200 litres of DEF, extra ground clearance, the big house on the back, the ice pack and the bullbar of course. Trailing behind a truck like this in Australia would most likely be 3 hallmark boats with 6 decks of Brahman cattle rattling along behind. However, that will not wash over here. So to balance the overall look is not a simple thing. To convey length on a rig like this in New Zealand, you need to keep the height down, so tipping gear is ideal. Enter MACK Gillies of Transfleet trailers. As it turns out, the 6-axle tipping B-train that resulted from MACK's efforts made the unit even more unique and special. It was the last setup to be built like this, says Matt. The VDAM rule change late last year means you can no longer replicate these trailers as they are. It is great when someone comes in and challenges the norm. It was an exciting project to work on, that's for sure. The trailers ride on Hendrickson's Intrax ZMD axles. We designed and engineered the trailer specifically to take the shockless axle, said Matt. Skip has pushed the boundaries and possibilities all his life, and in the act looked into the abyss more times than most. Life in the middle of the bell curve is not his turf, never has been, never will be. And he also has an innate sense of adventure and fun and gives off a vibe that he's not crippled by overthinking. And he is incredibly loyal to those in his keep, care and service, and this impacts the extent and quality of his networks. His appears to be a simple philosophy. Do the job to the best of your ability, send a bill, get paid, respect everyone involved, pay your own bills, and most of all, never think you're bigger than the game. And now, after 2 amazing days, we find ourselves here sitting quietly in a quarry, looking on at a spectacular piece of kit on a single glorious day that broke a rainy week. And for that reason alone, we can attest there are more souls gathered looking on than a physical roll call would account for. It was all pretty cool. The journey so far of a famous MACK in this part of the world, and the journey so far of this particular truck's owner. One hell of a truck, one hell of a story.